does it really matter, like, if we're on open beta, like, versus the release version?
Typically, it'll only matter if something like a new module comes out in open beta.
Oh my god, a cold start. Oh, I hate you so much, Coffee.
Cold start of which plane?
If only there was some handy videos on a YouTube channel that would show you how to start it.
I have them.
I haven't flown the Vigor in like 5 weeks. And
Dude, it's the easiest plane to start. There's like 4 switches.
Yeah, but this doesn't have any waypoints. He's got to put the waypoints in.
Oh, shit. Now that is...
Rip.
Yeah, but... oh, yeah.
Because how could Coffee put waypoints in when he doesn't know what we're doing?
Do we even need to put waypoints
Well,
in?
yeah, you need waypoints if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, only the RTB ones.
Hey, NTCG,
Okay, well then we'll just put in the L now.
Guys, just so you know, I did start successfully, but I'm going to get a new jet because I want to film starting it. And I'm going off comm, so I'll see you on comm.
Greetings.
Yeah! We were just talking about you. What's up?
Yeah, no, I thought I wouldn't be able to make it today, but I can. However, I've missed the briefing, so...
And there's all the Vigors.
Get in a Vigan, and I'll talk you through it.
Cool.
Good Christ, why is it taking so long?
Is this your server?
Yes.
Sweet.
Trick question, it's DCS.
How's the server running with the hideous quantity of stuff there is?
Oh, hopefully this is working now.
The server's running on the open beta client, right?
AFM, yes.
I'm interested to see how this memory unloader will affect it.
I just wondered where...
Holy Christ, there's already 20 people!
Mycop. Was flying from Mycop? Okay, I thought we were flying from Nova. We're flying from Mycop. I don't know, where are we flying from? Taking house bells. I'm with Atomic and Gumbo.
God, why is it taking so long?
Good God, man.
Okay. Let's hope these radios start working.
Oh no, let's come to life.
No. Oh, I haven't connected to the bloody SRS server, that's why. Stupid! Stupid. No, it won't connect to that server, you dopey shit.
Have you got the password, Blood?
Should be in the sheet, so you should have
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Yeah, so it's just before I go off comms, because I need to brief him, so...
Hang on.
Oh,
No,
it
it hasn't crashed, this is good.
Do we know where they
now,
are?
what's the frequency?
125,
125, okay.
Are we not supposed to know?
Oh, I did
Problem
that.
is they'll probably have moved long before you get anywhere near there.
Well, hopefully,
Oh.
because they're obviously...
Oh, hello, is that him?
Saturday.
Oh, hello!
Yeah,
Bloody Hercules, then.
they're not going to sit on the runway waiting for us, though, are they? So...
My point exactly.
I believe actually they are tacitly reactive.
Yeah, they're going to be reactive, but that doesn't mean that they're going to sit on the ground and wait for us to get there.
Yeah, if they're
It
smart,
depends
they'll just
Okay.
perform, quote unquote.
They'll just sit on the ground until they detect something.
I'll brief you when we get in it, Blood.
I'm fairly certain that they'll go with what do you call it, maritime patrols or whatever it is, or non-maritime patrols.
Warning, 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 warning.
Why is that not starting?
Yes, it's taking a little while to load everything in.
Yeah.
Much slower than usual, it feels.
Oh, I haven't switched.
Yeah, it's
back.
because there's like 40 SAM systems in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that will do it.
Oh, I can't
there's
wait to hear all the enders blinking from the RWR.
I think you'll find there's even more than that.
Suddenly, Darude Standstorm comes on the RWR.
Insert data cartridge.
Error. No operating system could be found.
Johnny Cash unavailable.
I'm definitely
Oh my
still
God,
not getting
my-
any.
DCS is getting raped right now.
Come on.
I hear sounds.
I'm not getting any
Yeah, don't fight me.
engine turbine starty
Bloody F5.
thingy wingy.
Right,
Oh
I'll see you
my
in SMS
God.
female.
There's a C-130s taxiing by. What's
That's
that
up, that's
C-130?
down.
I
That's
do
up.
not see this C-130.
No, that's up, that's up. Let's
In front of the
see.
Viggins.
Oxygen, fuel
I
pump.
don't know.
On.
Where are the Viggins then?
Well, fuck my life.
Found it.
What's with all this?
Everything says unknown in SRS. That means fuck.
So that's a bug in SRS, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Do you have your XRS installed in the program files only?
Oh, what is this?
Make
this
sure that's
is-
set.
Oh, don't say I've got to reboot
Yeah,
the fucking
because, yeah,
computer.
I had that
since the
problem.
update, I have to re-download everything. It looks like.
You have to re-download and make sure you delete any duplicate SRS as well. That's what I had to do.
Okay, I'm going on comms. I'll see you later, guys.
All right, P-Man, tell Cap I
Likewise.
gotta do this.
Do we know which end of the runway
Install the SRS.
Can someone tell me the
This is
global
gonna really
frequency?
piss me off if I've got to reboot this frigging thing already.
It's always 243.
I'll soon find out.
243, Roger, thank you.
Roger, it's on
Because
the
this thing goes,
the thingy
this thing
too.
does that all the
The,
time.
C4.
Sheet.
Oh yeah, my bad. I haven't been on here in a while.
No, it's
C4.
chilling, man.
Every time there's a little lag
If
spike.
you've got the
there's
installers
something
from
in
the
here doing that.
installer,
Bloody
then
swine!
go to the
Reboot that
directory where
bloody
installed it.
computer.
No, I'm pretty far away.
Yeah, my engine just spooled down and yeah, warning lights all over.
No, I didn't hit you.
Yeah, it's some bug, I don't know.
Ah,
I'm
annoying.
spooling now, then I'll move out of the way.
So annoying when that happens. I'm so pissed off.
Actually,
when that
I've
happens.
got to have dinner. I'll
What the
back
hell is?
out
I think it's the
spectators for
Oculus.
you. I'll be 10 minutes.
Problem is I can't unplug it because it's right round the
Oh
back of the
God,
bloody
they've made the
machine. I
symbols
can't
on
get it
F10.
out. Oh, and now one of my hubs isn't working again. Yeah, I'll disable the bloody thing. Yeah, screw it. Happens all the time, this, but at least it's not going round and round in bloody circles. Alright, so I need the password again. Go away, you. Go over there, you. Give me the password.
Newest SRS is 1.5, right? 1.5.0.
Affirm.
Sweet.
Into voice here and deafen myself. SRS. Set that as default. radio, connect. Let's hope this works. It's currently working perfectly. Yeah, I'll join sometime. Yeah. I do. Hi, Fussy. Hi, Godfear. Yeah, you should be getting a signal now. I just had to reboot. I keep getting this stupid thing where some device on my computer keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. I think it's the Oculus. I'm going to unplug the Oculus and leave it unplugged and get some extension cables for it, because I can't keep pulling this PC out from where it is and stuffing it back in. It's a pain in the arse. A reboot always clears the problem. That's the problem, or the solution, and I don't know why. But if I just reboot the computer, it goes away, the problem. It just fixes itself. It's only on first boot that it does it. So what I'm going to have to do is boot the computer, shut it down, boot it back up again to clear this problem, and I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's Oculus that's causing it, but I don't know. So anyway, why is Gumbo up there when the rest of us are down here? Exit Novo. Come on, scroll.
Turn left for 22.
I can hear another Harrier, but I can't see one.
Cap, you're going the wrong way for 22. Cap, you're going the wrong way for 22. Roger, we'll turn.
And
I'll be back on it.
Oxygen.
M111 flight, taxing 1 minute 2.
And then battery on.
Warning.
What am I doing wrong? Oh, I was going to say, what am I doing wrong?
Taxiing for runway 22.
Generator. Canopy. Now there is Atomic. So what's he got on board? Rockets. Okay, let's put some lights on. Move that light down there if you don't mind.
QQ2 taxiing to runway 22. I've gone with Zuni rockets, sidearms, and run aim 9. I don't know what else, because Mavericks are fucked at the moment, so I don't know what else to use. Oh, and an ECM pod, obviously.
That's true.
Yeah, I've got 2 aim 9s, I've got 2 sidearms and 2 fuel tanks, just because it's a bit of, I don't know, just thought we might need them. It's probably a good idea.
doing?
So after takeoff, are we going to meet up, or how do you want to do it?
I'll wait at the cap just in the way. That's me you're following. But I have no idea what kind of direction we're supposed to be heading in or anything. I'll just double check.
Okay.
Copy.
Two of us are my cop and some of us are somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm north.
Refueling complete. Okay,
What are you doing up there?
we'll head your way, Gunboat, and then link up.
Okay. So
That
you're
would be
allowed
stupid.
on the right next to the runway.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
takeoff,
following
head your way.
and trash. Roger.
We're over here and he's over there. Why doesn't he just spawn with us?
That is me that you're up behind. Rearming complete.
Gumbo, why didn't you just spawn with us?
Captain, no, desert skin.
No answer. Okay.
Spirit lead. Did we decide on a direction once we take off, or are we kind of going on our own?
Well, after takeoff, I can head in your direction if you're heading in mine. And then, I don't know where Auntie is.
Sonic, this is Chevy lead. Are we clear to take the runway and take off?
Sure. Yes, you are.
Tomek, I'm in the same place you are.
Chevy lead is lining for departure runway 22.
Why is my handbrake not coming off? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You really gotta be kidding me. P for parking brake, isn't it? It's all my bloody controls went wizzo yesterday for some strange reason. Parking brake on. That one. Parking brake off. That one. Three position switches.
That just shortly active. I'll wait for you to catch up.
Are my three position switches working? Yes, my three position switches are working. Excellent. Right, that's parking brake off. Excellent.
Hammer taking off from the other runway 22.
Okay. Ah, wrong one. Come on, come on, get down there. Get down, baby. And out. Down, out, out.
Hammer's taking off 2-2.
Now, where's Atomic? Is he down there? No. Is he down the next one? Nope. Or is he? Or is he down the next one? Let's have a look. Where am I? No, he's down at that corner junction. That must be Blood Knock.
Departure 22 middle intersect.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Every 2%. I mean, that's £200. Mind you, where we are, maybe we should have gone with tanks to loiter.
Refueling complete.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be able to rebind the NVRM, the NVM, the IRMAV key, and it makes them work again. But I don't know. I've not actually tried that. It's just that some people have had success with that, others people haven't. So I don't know. What time will we be putting the snacks out? I've had my snacks. I've had pork pie.
Okay, I'm taking off and heading in your direction.
Something's broken in your chat. You used to be able to see the YouTube chat. But I'm only seeing the chat inside your channel. Yeah, Godfrey is speaking from YouTube. Hang on, let me get rid of this crap because it's opened that up. I've just had to install new bloody software. So
message. Send.
It says 4 or 5.
We're airborne. Do you have anything specific you want us to do?
I know the big uns are out, so if you can trail the big uns and just keep us safe, that'll be handy. Just keep it low.
You should be able to see it. But... I'm looking. What the f... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's blood. On the grass. Now he's screwed. Now he's buggered it. Yeah, now blood's going to cause us all to crash because he's been a tit. Move over, you dick. Got moved over a bit.
Sorry. Yeah, flight 2 ship taking off.
Cap P-Man. Send. Blood and I are going to run east, north of the mountains, drop down through the mountains, and then run west RTB with our pod in scan mode. What this will enable us to do, it will actually produce a data file when we land, which will give us rough positions of DataNet for future missions.
I'll keep them chevrons when
Roger, do you want phase 2 then to just put the target off of opportunity?
And climb out.
Negative. You can do the same thing, or do something similar, and coordinate with the Harriers and everything else, giving them bearings on the spikes, in case they actually have the opportunity to strike. But in this mode, we won't be able to provide you with specific bearings. This is a recon mission in the hopes of mission 2. It's going to be a lot more accurate.
Oh, noise!
Say again. Say again.
Atomic turning 270. This is Hammer. We are going to be a ways out before we get to the Viggins, so you'll probably get the Elan flight done before we get to you.
C4. Do you want us to orbit until you catch up, Sherman?
No, just be warned if you do this, you know the risks.
Roger, we're cruising. Phase 2 is cruising pretty slowly. I think at the beginning you'll catch up.
Your flight's having to.
Why the hell Gumbo couldn't have taken off with us at our base? I don't know.
And then we'll head on to task.
I mean, we're over at my cop, and he's over there. Now we're going to have to meet up in the middle instead of just heading straight down to target.
What's your progress Harrier flight?
That's just dumb.
Buick Harrier flight is rendezvousing with third man, and then we're going to head
I don't
south.
understand that. I don't understand why Gumbo couldn't have been with us. And at what height is Atomic going to be playing with today? He's only at 3,000 feet. Are you kidding me? Come on, we need to conserve fuel. Get up high, man. It's autumn, obviously, look. Autumn, going into winter.
Atomic Gumbo.
Yeah, go ahead.
What altitude are you at?
I'm at about 1700 at the minute.
Roger that. We'll drop to current altitude.
Okay, I'm just following the F5s, if that helps.
Roger that, I'm on roughly the right bearing for you.
Copy.
You're going to use an awful lot of fuel down there.
Yeah, I've got tanks.
We haven't. Well, if you've got tanks, you can catch us up. We'll head further south.
Yeah, I'm heading in your direction, so I've got 438 on the speed.
I suggest we should intersect where the blue line crosses the Blue Rivers. If we start heading southwest and you head southeast, we should intersect somewhere further down there instead of meeting up in the middle here.
Sounds like a plan.
Of course it does. Maybe I should have been leader. Ah.
Rolling left southeast.
Harriers, what's your progress?
Radio check 243.
Saber 1 is heading towards the coast and Saber 2 is ready to start.
By any chance, does anybody know how to turn on the self-test of the RWR and the HMC?
Radio check 243.
Look in the upper comms panel under the UFC. There should be some buttons
Who's the
there.
radio
If that
checks in
doesn't work,
243?
no luck.
Okay, thanks.
Jumbo, Tom.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about 40 kilometres from you now.
Roger.
In fact, really, to be honest, we should have headed straight down, and he should have headed straight down, and we should have met
If you need a visual confirmation, let me know and I'll pop a flare.
Yeah, copy that.
Because now we've got to go all the way down here and do something down here somewhere, and make it back to base on the fuel we've got, which is all the way up here. Oh, no, it's up here.
Do you know if I'm transmitting on 243? I'm trying it, but I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, I heard you on 243.
Roger. Got a nailed AE, whatever that is. Bearing 20.
AE is the Ticonderoga.
Is that bad?
That's the ship. That's our carrier group.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Ticonderoga. I thought it was Ticonderosa. Is it? Oh, of course, they wouldn't call it that in this, though, would they?
Yeah, Tommy Gumbo, if you could pop a flare, I think I might see you.
Alright, so this is our new campaign. Hi, I see a flare.
Yeah, Tally, just coming up behind you to intersect with you now.
Roger that.
What's your speed?
Current speed is 369.
Copy, thank you.
I reckon we should turn south now as well. Rolling left. On the bearing
that wasn't quite what I meant to do. All that.
Hammer, we're passing under the Harriers at the moment. Don't know whether we'll make it till they get to the time for your first event run.
Harrier group, turn bearing 160.
Roger, conserve fuel, Sherman. I don't think we're in any danger this far out.
Train 160, I'm still behind you.
They do have a pop-up group though.
C4 down there as well.
Correction 150. Coming off the power down to 6. Current speed 360.
Yeah, I've got 418 in the minute.
Harrier flight picking up unknown males bearing 135 off the nose.
So is that UK?
Roger that, UK.
Yeah, copy now.
I've got my ECM turned off at the moment, but because we're not in a threat, and otherwise we're transmitting, I suppose.
Switch it to RCV. It means that it's receiving but not transmitting until it gets a threat, and then it will burst.
Roger that, set to RCV.
Bloody hell. These guys don't know how to fly! A shifty would say, learn your plane, learn to fly. So we've got PA. PAs are... I have no idea what a PA is. What's PA? PA is not listed on my things.
So I don't know whether we should be going high to try and just pick up the radar so we know roughly where they are, but maybe
So I've
that's
got
stupid.
no PAs. Got PPs, PSs and PTs. And the UK is unknown, so...
Okay, I'm now on your right hand side.
Oh, Patriots. I bet they're Patriots. And they're not Patriots?
Roger that, Tally.
No, Patriots are PTs. Alright. PA. Don't know what PA is. PA is not listed on this form. Could be something new. Could be something new. Right, where is everybody? So I'm ahead of them.
Beard lead arming weapons.
Ah, 15,000 feet. Oh, 761 on the. Let's pull that back.
Flight adjust, bearing to 130. Turning left now.
130. Copy. 130. Why are we going 130? Okay.
Negative.
Can't see 130, there's too many lollipops in the way.
I've got the unknown, the UK, directly off the nose now. And it's got a DE behind it.
Yeah, I think that's DE.
I don't know what it stands for, though. It's pretty useless.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
D ear is dog ear. You guys should really learn your RWR codes.
Is it good or bad static?
I don't know, I just know it means dog ear. Cables everywhere. It's this Oculus thing. Maybe I should have saved my money. Bought a sports car instead. Have they caught me up yet? Have they? Bollocks, and they're supposed to be going faster than me. Oh, hang on, what's my ground speed? Oh, my ground speed's
Well, I guess we'll know if it locks us up.
I can fall right back on the thrust then, being a lot higher than them. That'll save me some fuel, won't it? What's my fuel for?
Is there a wind on this map, do you think? My velocity vector's like slightly off.
Yeah, there's wind.
Roger. Readjusting back onto 130.
Yeah, little airplane symbol with the circle in is where you're pointing. The little airplane symbol without the circle is where you're heading.
A-firm. Vegan flights, picked anything up yet?
Oh.
Only the enemy has SA-3s, right?
Dunno.
Unknown.
Yeah, that's what UK stands for. Are they catching me now? No. Sochi. What was the map? What was on the map? Let's have a look on the map. Sochi. 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 Sochi's just off the map. Gudada, Sukumi. I don't know, man. I mean, he's past Sochi already. Heading to Gudada. There's a little red circle there. Seth's out on his own. That's dangerous. Bloodknock and them lot are coming in on from that side with that stuff. They're at 5,000 feet, doing 495 and increasing. Seth's doing 350.
Tally 2 going across left to right below us.
Roger.
Lots of guys there.
And left.
They're doing
This is Chevy Flight here. We are inside enemy territory. Received a nails from SAM site near the coast.
Whoa!
Hammer, copy.
Near the coast. The coast is a fucking big place, Bloodknock. For fuck's sake, give accurate bearings. I shall have a heart failure if I keep.
Those might be enemies that we saw going left to
I'm
right.
not lead tonight, although I'm in the lead. You can't see blue on F10? You're surrounded by blues.
No, I just saw 2 going left to right.
I spotted one enemy launcher towards the coast.
God's sake.
Someone wants to write down the coordinates?
Pad. Where's my pad gone? Where's my pad gone?
One coming under.
Go with coordinates.
There's an F5.
A-firm F5.
Well, give us the coordinates then. Or don't give us the coordinates then, for God's sake. If someone wants to write the coordinates now. You are surrounded by blue aircraft.
Yep.
I had to slow down.
Buick lead, radio check 243.
Roger, did you get kicked?
Negative. I was just trying to figure out the Harrier radios and I gave up, so I went back to SRS toggle.
I have warnings.
Sorry, Gumbo, I meant to say I was going to try and climb over the hill.
Oh. Not really. Not anymore, I don't.
I still see you.
That's not right.
Buick has nails DE off the nose, bearing 130.
Strange.
Copy, nail stock here.
That's a 6, not a B. And that be a stroller. Cub STR 9591.
Roger.
Careful, Cephal's in that mix.
Are we clear to engage hostile SAMs, or are we just plotting them out for now? Alright, locked me. Turning away, turning right.
Two's in trap.
Punch it.
Yeah, I've got second nails in that area.
Missiles, missiles, multiple missiles. Turn 270 and burn fast. Buick 2 has spotted multiple missile launches.
Oh, yeah, they are, no.
Diving down. Okay, I'm at low level 270.
They're on a hill. Being at low level will be doing no good, they're on a hill. That's not mine. Is that mine? Well, there's only 2 of us out, so...
Fuel tanks off. Hammer leaders under attack, evading north, dumping ordnance.
Have you got a man on that Sherman?
Yeah, I reckon we turn back in, see if we can get our sidearms to lock on it. I'm turning left now.
Roger, following you. Try and keep a spread.
Roger.
Oh shit.
I just lagged out here. Should I spawn back in or should I just...
If you lagged out and died because of lag, then yes, you can respawn.
I've been hit. Unknown aircraft behind me.
Okay, grab an F-15.
I have, honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
It's not gonna be useful, Warren.
Yeah, well, I'll just get there.
Shit. I've been shot down by an unknown aircraft. Watch your backs, boys.
Roger.
Roger.
You'll see it on your WR's UK.
Yeah, I see action up front, lots of firing.
So we got unlimited of these, apparently. Where's all the F5s then? Just as a matter of fact, the F5s that were supposed to be doing a bit of cap or whatever. Sethor's out on his own. That's not a good thing.
Magnum turning away.
Oh, somebody else has just been killed. So I don't know. And the fog of war isn't showing up either. Which is a pain in the ass.
Lag. Mega lag. Oh, lag.
That's interesting.
Oh, come on. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it looks
crap.
Like, oh, Gumbo died, killed himself. That's not good. Be flicky to switchy. Actually, I've got that switch to do that. What on earth is that? Oh. Just make sure they work. That engine starts.
Warning.
Generator? Canopy?
Gumbo's back on 125. Over.
Request rearming. Copy.
Did you crash it?
Yeah, lag crash.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rearming complete.
What's going on with the guys still in the active area?
I think they're running.
Nothing at the moment. I'm contemplating heading back, so I'm almost bingo fuel.
I thought the F5s were providing combat air patrol. Well, Cap's only just going in on his own.
I've lost most of, well, both my Harriers. I'm the last one left.
What happened to them?
I think it was mostly lag.
Cap P-Man, Coffee said that this has gone over a bit quickly. If you want to respawn, go ahead. Okay.
Well, I thought we could anyway. Well, I got shot down by UK. Do we have no fighter cap at all?
I think we're supposed to have some F5s, but I don't know where they went.
Well,
Okay,
last time I saw
what we got?
it, you two were surrounded by F5s when I looked, and then I got a spike from an SA6, so I fired. And the next thing I know, I'm getting locked up by a radar from a UK behind me, and I went, whoa!
Downwind 22, full stop.
Are you heading back, Dominic? Roger, I think I see something on my tail.
Comms check, Tomic.
Can we actually see?
Roger that.
Oh, we
I'm
can
on the way
see.
back now. I've got something on my tail rope.
Ooh,
Cabin a bigger.
we can see them.
No, I'm far away, I'm far away.
Oh, that can't be out. Is that theirs?
Six looks clear.
Oh, that's interesting.
Gonna try and lose him in the mountains if I can.
Oh no, they're Patriots, they're ours. There are Patriots now. Yeah. Can't see enemies. And there's our ships. That's our carrier group. Looking like a proper carrier group. So, that's not a Kurznetsov. No, it's not. The hell carrier is that? Where'd he pinch that from? Interesting. Where'd he steal that carrier from? I've not seen that in the game.
Wake up traffic, trash finals 2-2.
And everybody's
Yeah,
only
Tommy,
ever
I'm
wanted
on
to
your
court
ass,
stuff. I
half a
bet
mile.
that's the Carl Vincent, isn't it? Or something like that.
Roger. I think I can't see you on F10, so maybe you're dead. On F10.
Cap's on his way
You're still
down
good
the
at
zone. I know, he's coming back.
Roger, I'm fine.
Tomic's taking his sweet Mary. Are we going to wait till they get back, or are we going to go as a two-man ship?
I'm damaged. Not sure we'll make it home.
Or what?
Okay, I'll look out for you. Okay, do you want us to take off or? Come on.
I'd wait there, because I've almost been coming back for a refuel, so...
Okay, that's it.
Oh, some gumbos. Yeah, gumbos.
Alright, shall I wait for your return then?
Wake up traffic, Chevy flight inbound, approach 20 kilometers to the south for run and break.
I should say, my cop tower negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Okay, Harry, as you look safe, I'm going to leave you behind.
I did. I said. Pass coordinates. Go with coordinates, whatever. And he didn't give them. And then I got spiked by an SA6 anyway, so I wasn't going to get anywhere down near where they were.
What's the plan?
Rinse and repeat, I think.
What's the current plan? Get to make up.
So we're just going to sit here burning fuel.
Wake up traffic, Hammer lead, run vacated.
That's wrong. That's wrong. Switch it off and switch it back on. That's better. You can't be having P-jam and no-go at the same time. Huh?
2 kids.
Oh, he is smoking a bit. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely a bit. And that's no smoke pod. Mind you, I can make mine smoke. Watch this. Hello? That didn't work. Whoa, that's interesting. Normally when you put your nozzles like that, it puffs out so much smoke, it's unbelievable. Maybe it's a warm, sunny morning. That's very odd. That's very, very odd. That's strange. However, might as well switch the engine off, really. Well, it hasn't taken Cap long to get back, is it? Stage 3, let's go home. Of course, the atomic will be quite low in fuel.
Final, runway 22.
And settle.
Chevy flight initial.
There's that C-130, and I don't know what it's doing. It taxied down the
I think Cap approaching from the south for 1 and break.
That means you'll have to do a right-hand circuit then. No, a running brake means you're going across the airfield, Cap.
Chevy lead is on the brake. Chevy tail on the brake. Approaching from the south, 16 miles an hour.
He's still got 2 bloody side-arms left.
Cap, initial.
Who's that? Atomic.
Chevy final.
Atomic? Why are you coming back fully armed?
Because you got shot down and I didn't have a wingman to look out for.
Chevy 2 finals. Cap on the brake, 2-2, full stop. Atomic initial.
Oh dear.
Sonic has vacated the runway.
Chevy lead runway vacated.
We have an unlimited supply of Harriers. Limited supply of F-15s and things.
Cap final.
And Mirages.
Cap going around. Chevy 2 vacating.
I think the F5 should have been providing Cap well above us, and they were below us. I don't understand that. I mean, Dumbo or Atomic called out aircraft passing below left to right, and they were the F5s. What were the F5s doing all the way down there if they were supposed to be providing combat air patrol? They're supposed to be up at 20,000 feet. I don't get that.
Solid initials.
And for some sort of unknown radar to get right behind me and shoot me down, that was not good. Hello. Lag. Big lag. Very big lag. Oh well, so how are you lot doing out there then? What are you lot up to? Apart from watching this tidal fart. Hello. Oh. This doesn't look good, does it? That's not coming back, is it? Brilliant, wonderful, super duper, great. There's another DCS crash for you. Big long password for once, instead of a three-digit one. Come on. Got to wait until this scrolls smoothly before joining. It's still not scrolling smoothly because it's loading to your PC. Once it becomes smooth, then you jump in. That's it, there's smooth, you see. Now I join. And it should draw my aircraft around me extremely fast. Oh, bollocks. But track IR isn't working. Yeah, track IR, would you care to actually work occasionally? God, I'm sick of track IR. Lagging out the server for absolutely no reason. Pain in the ass. Software, man, software. If this was my car, I'd get a different one. You know what I mean? I mean, if your car did this every time you went to start it, you would soon just get a different one, wouldn't you? Isn't it just ridiculous? You found out that water is needed in landing VTOL. And not all the time it isn't, no. No, not all the time. Depends on the temperature, depends on the height you're at above sea level where you're landing. It depends on how heavy you are. Hello. didn't sound good.
Don't know.
He has a lot to answer for.
You can just hear Cap throwing his desk around.
Well, that wasn't exactly effective, but entertaining nonetheless.
Internet is just not working.
Is that finished?
Welcome to my
What's
world.
happened? What's happened?
That's why I
What's
must have got
happened?
kicked. Oh, what a fucking bad luck.
Well, I think that we had quite a few internet problems on that one.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, Sonic
guys.
picked an 810A and I lagged out as part of a minute and died.
Coffee. Coffee?
Yep.
Can I borrow you in grief hole for 2 seconds
that's
before
it.
we do the debrief?
Yeah. I thought we were going again.
But no, I'm streaming at 0 kilobits. That's how fucked my internet's gone. I wonder why it's done that. As long as I'm going to turn stream off, obviously it's not working.
Yeah, nobody's seeing anything with that.
I lost the server. I don't know what happened there.
Weird, man.
Server was fine to me until Sonic picks an 810A and then I lagged out and died.
Rip.
Yeah, I was relatively level flying. Next thing, the lag, I was facing downwards, so I pitched back slightly, and next thing I was upwards. Then everything was
VMX
frozen
player
for
not
about a minute,
working
and
either.
then
Not a
I
good
was
software day. What
seeing
for you,
ground.
VMX player?
Then I was flying.
Have you got the new
And
one, the
then
update?
I was on
And did you know till midnight tonight you get 20% off every sound pack?
Legitimate weapon
So if you
of war,
want
isn't
sound,
it?
you put in the
Cyber-
code. What's the bloody code?
Not
Hang
quite
on,
from
let's
that
find a
yet,
code.
it's
first.
Sonic pick a new aircraft, and then everyone else just lags out.
What's the code? What's the
Oh, yeah,
code?
yeah.
What's the code?
I mean, I think electronic warfare is where you disable the systems in the aircraft, not the pilot.
20 weekend. That's the code. That's the code. 20 weekend. There you go. Look, there, there it is.
Coffee. If you set
Sound
it
pack-
so
where is it? Where's
that
it gone?
the
There you are.
Coffee's in another channel.
They've extended that till
Well, what you should do,
midnight
when you get
tonight
to one here, is hopefully
because
set
they were
the,
late at getting the email out.
the file so it loads
So
all the
it's
aircraft in
extended
at the
till
start.
midnight tonight.
Yeah, the preload, right?
So
Yeah. Not quite sure
yeah,
how to
20,
do it,
not
but I
two,
believe it is
not
possible.
20,
You just
20,
put one of each
20,
aircraft.
20, 20 weekend.
Yeah, you make them static objects.
Hey guys.
There it is.
Right.
Every music pack and all that lot.
Go.
Should work for you though.
I don't know what we did.
Yeah, Cap, you don't just say go, like point to flights and ask how they actually did.
Works for me.
No, I don't even know who's in the front. Basically, I took off, my internet crashed, and then by the time I got in there again, the mission was over. So.
Game
Right,
music.
well, I might as well talk to what happened to our flight. So, we
Set
basically
voice
flew
Unity.
an ELINT mission gathering data on
Voice
the
expansion
various
set
emitters.
to
So we flew
Unity.
north of the mountains along the, following them along, and then turned
Set
towards the
exploration
coast past Sakumi.
Music
We then
pack has been
followed the
set
coast
to
back up towards Sochi at
exploration
very low
pack.
level, being hit by having been fired upon by several missile launchers. But we were
the
getting
next
spiked
command I
nails
want
left, right, and
is
centre, which
on a
has all been
different
recorded
book pad
inside
somewhere
our
else.
jamming pods, and we now have the data for that, which gives us rough locations
Where
of
is
all
it?
the SAM sites.
Yes, it does. I will give you. Let's say, how accurate would you say it is?
What the hell?
Uh,
Oh,
it
put
tells
it back
you-
behind my
what
bed.
it does is it
Damn.
gives you a northwest and a southeast
Yeah, it gives like a
play-
box
square.
But
Yeah,
how
and
wide is
the
it?
accuracy
Oh, what is it?
depends on various factors.
Play.
So
Oh,
how
I
so?
can't remember.
Does
I
it
can't
sound
remember.
fair if I give you
I keep
target
forgetting.
coordinates within
It's,
like 5
it's not in
miles?
here either, is it?
Yeah, what we will do after this, we will find out exactly how big a square it's given us, and we'll work it out from there.
Yes.
Yeah, the actual
keep it
readouts I
open in
think
there
give you
somewhere.
information as to how
There it is.
accurate the
Play-
feedback is, depending on how long you're exposed to the nails.
Yeah, it's a combination of how long you're exposed and how different, how spread out your points were. Because if you
Play
have
audio
two
blocks.
coordinates like 30 miles away,
Playing audio
and they're
blocks.
roughly in the same position, the triangulation is going to be very inaccurate. But if you have 1 point on one side and 1 point on another side,
Volume
it's gonna be a lot more
15%.
accurate.
Yeah, I've got a couple of mine
Volume
where
has been set to
the first and last signal was only
15%.
7 seconds apart, so that one's not going to be massively accurate.
There you go. Works
Whereas
for
I've
me.
got one that was 10 minutes apart.
That's a good picture.
And that's
Does it give
with,
you a nice picture that I can put up.
HSC
It
as
gives
well.
you a text
Oh, clear.
document filled with some slightly opaque data.
What is it? Does it look sexy? Can I sell it to the internet?
Maybe.
Look at
Put
these
it up.
words.
People might say, "Oh, we want to see what the Elint says."
Well, that would make a good thing for the brief for tomorrow's mission.
Good.
Wednesday's mission.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not here Wednesday, so we'll do Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. When we do the mission on Thursday, then we'll have this data put onto the briefing map, and we'll say on the back of the mission we did last time, this is the data that the Vigans
Do you know when the
gathered,
training server
and
goes up
here are the
again? It's up
boxes
now.
that show you roughly where some of the SAM emplacements are, which will mean that we can actually then do a more coordinated
Been
sea
up all
mission
day?
because we've got some destinations to aim at.
Yep, that's what I did for the Warlord mission that I made. Those squares that I had, the SA3 sites were from Elint data from a Vegan.
Don't know if anybody's on it.
Never.
Also, we have a suggestion in future missions. Imagine we want to hit a target, but we want
No,
some like
nobody on it at the minute.
aerial photos of it. We run
Could
the
restart it
Vigans
while
with a sort
nobody's
of
on.
fake reconnaissance mission, and we were thinking we can bind the screenshot button to our triggers, so we overfly the target, press the trigger a load of times, and get loads of photos.
That would be sweet. I'd like to do that. Okay, let's not dwell on you anymore. Obviously I didn't really get to join my flight, but what did my flight achieve? Go.
Okay,
Trash talk with your mouth. Mate.
Yeah, back up, just copy down the data.
Using nearly 8 gig of RAM though at the minute.
We'll be doing
Nice,
line
using that
search, pretty silent all the way until we jump the last
Just have a
ridge
lot of
line.
map data
Got
loaded.
some spikes, then we were jumped, lost Signore, I could
7.6
escape.
gig of data. It's
and
got
then
32 gig of RAM to play with.
Yeah, you had some 23 Mac and you.
It was at 11 this morning.
Okay, Harrier flight. What did you achieve?
I didn't achieve anything. I fired one Magnum off and then ran away.
Ah, excellent. Did you get shot down?
No, I survived. And I landed back at base and didn't even bend the airframe.
Well, you didn't bend my airframe. Excellent. Well done, Harrier flight.
I got a couple of sidewinders off, but I'm sidearms, but I'm not sure what I hit, and then I got shot down by some unknown aircraft behind me.
Goddamn.
You hit a tree, and MiG-21 got you.
Boo. Alright.
Is that what UK means?
What else? I can't remember what other groups we had.
Hammer, we flew over Tunguska site and got shot down.
Not exactly. So
Tells you the
we
server's
initially hooked
offline.
up with the Harriers. We
this
essentially
has now
shadowed
stopped
them
working.
from beneath. We were getting SA3 nails, and we were like, you know what? Let's go and form a
hotfix
rocket run
on
them.
Wednesday.
So I got
apparently.
pretty much almost within the range, and then suddenly I had about 3 missiles out on me in various succession. Ella got hit with 1. I got hit by about 3, which, as it turns out, was from an infrared SAM down there. And as I was turning around to attack, I got knocked out by the unseen Tunguska.
Roger. We're gonna have to find a way of killing these stupid these IR SAMs. But okay, fair enough. Is that everyone covered? Is there anyone else? I can't remember.
Well, Saberflight killed a MiG and had a dogfight with
Well,
another.
forget a
and got
hotfix
away.
on Wednesday, we'll be able to take Mavericks.
Harriers. How many MiG kills did we get out of interest?
Like 2.
Sweet, that'll do.
The one thing I would say, Cap, is there's some excellent footage of me and Blood down low dodging SAMs. So when you watch the replay
we're in
back,
for another
have a
24
good
hours.
look at what Blood and I were doing after we dropped down through the mountains. Because literally we were probably no more than 25-30 feet off the ground going through trees and shit.
I wish I could just
whenever P-Man's in a mission, the
renew with exploded things, but I don't know how to do that.
Doesn't matter. I'll do my best. Right, cool. Okay. Anything else before we?
Of course, the problem with doing the mission 24 hours as well is the bloody
You could also get
all
some
the
footage
air-to-air
from
refueling
my
aircraft have
episode
landed by the
dodging
time anybody
about-
wants to do
dodging
air-to-air
half
refueling.
of the 4 SAMs, which the other 2 hit my plane but didn't knock it out, and then I don't know how the Tunguska got me.
Roger. Beautiful.
I think Skay wants some footage of him shooting this Vigan up as well.
Yeah, I'll get anything obvious like that. I'll be able to get. Yeah. Okay, guys, can you send me 2 files, please, P, and I'll get to work. All right, I'll see you guys who are not armoring. I'll see you on Thursday for the follow-up.
Roger. Thursday flight. Thank you. Yep.
Roger.
See you then. See you later.
Zoid, I was just looking at your shot. You were too close. I think that's why I'm starting to track.
Well, it was tracking, and then it stopped tracking.
I think yes, and you fired within minimum range, so it didn't have time to, fully pull lead. Like try to pull lead and then gave up.
Yeah, I think it was also that he was
it's just
flying close to the sun and probably missed there.
Yeah, that's why I went to guns, because like, oh fuck, my missile's not tracking this.
Ooh, I'm making.
I could see the memory unloader was definitely doing its job while I was in spectator. I could see him working its magic.
Well, as soon as someone spawned in a new plane, that would crash 2 megs. So.
Yeah, and put me off the tail. I was right on Tender's tail, getting ready for a shot. And then that happened. I pulled up.
Yeah, the problem is that's an initial load, so there's not much you can do about that other than make sure that the models are loaded in prior.
Well, my server was running nearly 11 gigabytes this morning when I looked at it.
Is that good? Or?
Well, if it's not crashing the computer, I suppose it's better than nothing.
Did it run more? Is 11 more or less than what you used to run?
Well, it usually starts off at 5, but I've never seen it as high as that.
Oh, Seetho, you sneaky fuck.
Yeah, I'm watching you attack you now. That's so sneaky. And then right in the tailpipe.
He didn't go there, so is he over this hill?
I just saw you right behind me and.
These audio blocks. It's the computer playing this.
Your sidearms that you fired static did actually shack.
Did it actually hit someone, did it?
Yeah, you had 2 ground kills at the end.
Oh, excellent.
Alright, I have to call it a night. See you around.
Night.
Yeah, by the time I realised that I was being locked up on radar by an aircraft behind me and not a ground target, it was too late. I thought we were being covered by F5s behind us and above us, but couldn't see them anyway.
I didn't see hardly any F5s.
Aggressive sea of SA 13s, 19s, 3s. That's quite terrifying.
That is a pickle to crack.
MiG-21 with a nuke should sort it out, I reckon.
It's going to sort out good for civilians as well, I reckon.
Yeah, we could have nuked that SAM site from orbit.
Oh yeah, one SAM site is definitely worth.
It's the only way to be sure.
Entire
city, mountain range.
How much? I'm curious if Red Force saw much of Blood and I as we dropped down through the mountains.
Probably not a lot.
Yeah, my flight is index.
I mean, the hardest thing is
Angel does all this.
Because the way it was in F10,
this is Angel has done this on keyboards and synthesizers.
Trying to keep it realistic, so I knew you were in a valley, so I couldn't just say, right there they are, go fly to them.
And then
so
she puts them as
sort
sound
of like
files.
A patrolling along the mountain sort of thing, and then by the time you came out of the mountains, you were pretty much gunning it, so they couldn't keep up in the end anyway.
Sound packs, exploration pack.
That was cool though, not knowing.
And here you've got lead-ins, bridges, transitions, longs, injectors, A, Bs, and
normally we
Cs.
know pretty much exactly where they are, and we just sort of fly at point.
She makes all these.
This was like, oh, stuff coming up on my RWR. Where are the baddie planes? Fuck.
Oh, you don't want to know what it was like with the vegan flight along the coast.
So that's a lead-in.
Yeah, it was lots of whoopie-whoopies and lots of missile.
Yeah, we called out the first nails, and then I was just looking around the whole of the compass as all the lights.
She actually plays all these.
There's no point reporting.
And makes all these sound files.
Us mix kept getting spiked as well. Like, was it the SAM spiking us or did some of you have radars on?
Because I was getting spikes, like the occasional lock-on, even from our friendly. What are they called? Carrier group.
She does all this
they
sort
were just
of shit.
checking what I was or something.
And
I don't know how they work.
The computer picks
but mine would beep at me
from each one of these and puts them together and plays them as a track. So there are thousands and thousands of combinations of how the computer can actually do these. And up till now there's been no train wrecks, so and it's quite haunting type stuff.
I wish I wouldn't have crashed out. Because I was with you most of the way.
Yeah.
They don't do training days here for Armour. Armour's tomorrow night.
It was good.
If you want to join in, just turn up.
Well, like I say, from our point of view, once we dropped down through the mountains, it was just like every kind of siren was going off.
Yeah, that's how a ground attacker should feel, you know, like a pucker factor, and you're like running in down low.
P-Man, one of these SAM sites we got to a quite absurd accuracy. I think we got it to within about like 0.2 of a mile.
Nice.
When your mirror is
the one that we
the future.
flew past, one of them we almost flew over the top of.
Yeah, I think anything we were very close to, we would have got a very accurate reading on. The first one is the Patriot site. Is that's up by our base.
You guys flew over like a whole bunch of sites.
That doesn't look bad, does it?
We flew, yeah. I mean, why do we need to destroy the SAM site? It clearly can't touch us.
Yeah, there was one particular SAM that came out as we were exfilling. It was the last one we passed. It was an SA-18 site, fired a missile at Blood, and it came across in front of my pit.
Yeah, I just saw it on tech view. It looks like it registered a hit.
Please, you want to talk to me?
Skay, you're gonna love this. Remember that missile you fired at? Hold on, never mind. That's not yours. So there's an SA-6 that shot a.
Sherman said nothing about escorting any flight cavalry taskers to cover the brigands.
Right in front of you.
Great.
No, was it shooting a tender?
You were behind tender for quite a while.
Yeah, it was firing a tender, but the missed Igla, not Igla, but missed Tunguska.
This is good.
Dragged the heat seeker.
Let me pause this.
Really? No, I think
how dubstep was discovered.
No, he wasn't flaring at that time.
I'm going to show you on a very primitive.
Oh, mind if I do this? I'll get.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'll get done in for this one.
A missile from one SA-9 jinked a missile from a different. From the SA-18.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to tell you, only damaged the SA-3 SA-6 site.
Anyway, basically, he shows you what loads of lintel tubings and things, and.
Alright, I'll remove the units.
Shows you what this sounds like when he.
Do you want to go with your own information?
And then,
you want me to
when you put that on, this is how dubstep.
I am thinking that. So some of these render scene accidents.
That's so cool.
So like
that's so really cool.
The first two is northwest of 45.
That's a laugh a minute. That I love that. That's so cool.
So it thinks it's like over the space of 50 something miles.
It's only really accurate with the track radars from what I've tested.
Yeah, so probably with those we go, because I've got the pulse repetition frequency, and I believe there's a chart to convert that to sound systems. Maybe we go, oh, there's an SA-11 site there or something. But the ones that are pretty accurate, yeah, it's probably best to just give us the coordinates.
Yeah, I have the chart downloaded. I can send it to you.
I'm currently trying to plot these points in DCS, and it's a nightmare.
Okay, if you could just tell me rough about where they are, and I will give you.
I can just give you the text file if that helps.
But I think that's the ammo over for tonight. I know I'm not going to be streaming much longer anyway. Sorry, but I've been on 3 times today now.
I'm really tempted
we all know what happens when I sit in this chair too long.
Map this onto DCS. Is there a way to tell P-Man? Is there a way to tell DCS to plot point at this coordinate?
That went horrible. No, well, maybe, but I don't know if there is.
You can with, I think, the Moose framework for surfing, but not in the built-in editor.
Right, second time round, it actually came out in the right format. Because I think some of mine are quite accurate.
I don't even know how to pull that data off. I should really.
The idea is that this is a fairly realistic approach to warfare, and it would be interesting if you kind of
unable to invoke plugin not valid for this version of VoIP.
Basically, what we want is a program where it shows a map. You type in coordinates from the document. Even better would be if you could put the document straight into it. And then it plots it onto said map, and then you can just take that and go, right, I'm going to tell them here. Well, in fact, no, kind of thing.
I say Paris, it's recognized.
How'd the mission go, guys?
Terrible. Everybody died.
What do you mean, everybody? Died from what, SAM shots or lag?
Cholera, would you believe it?
Where does that come from?
It's a silent killer, you never expect it.
Paris.
Yeah, it's in the water supply.
It's recognized, isn't it?
It's in the government and their particles.
Paris? The plugin isn't in?
The government and their particles, that happened.
Yeah, all those chemicals.
It's not going to be in there. It must be something that's in
I mean, they are technically right about that because everything's a chemical, and therefore there are trails made of chemicals. So, I mean, it might be water, but you know,
VMX.
It's not as easy to sell, is it?
Did you know there's
Oh,
chemicals
it's unrecognized.
in your food?
Oh.
All that hydrogen.
Did you know that your food is chemicals?
Did you know there's chemical in your food? It's carbon.
Did you know your food is chemicals?
You know what else is? What?
God's sake, your food's made up of chemicals.
Chemicals, man.
They're everywhere. I'm watching mine and Gumbo's sidearms go in. It looks like they hit the dog ear radar, but don't kill it.
Did you know you're made up of chemicals?
That radar is disabled.
Harris.
So it didn't do the binary death of DCs, but that system is so degraded it's unusable. It's gonna take at least a day or two to replace that.
I don't get this.
I'm glad I ran away because that is fair.
So it's not in VMX, it must be in HCS.
Tender's just fucking dancing his way through it.
I mean,
it's kind of the point
all of this to find out where it is.
From the random missions where it's a case of, right, here's a SAM site. Oh, and by the way, you've got 30 aeroplanes to go and attack one SAM site, which just doesn't happen.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting it to be that aggressive because I've never, funnily enough, never played against realistic SAM sites before.
Kill me trying to find this one.
Very few people have. These systems take up.
I live to tell the tale.
Go through every single one.
To make this, you need to do some research, and then, of course, the effort to create it.
I'm pretty sure, Coffee, you just need to like slap a few SA3 sites in there, you know, put them here, there, and everywhere, and you know that works.
You make pretty patterns. You make the little flowers or something.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed it anyway. One of the best missions
oh yeah,
for a while.
Awesome.
I enjoyed it up until the time where
it reminded me, at least like from the Vigor perspective, of the there's a great interdiction. That's it. It's one of the inbuilt missions where you're just flying through a SAM net and just beeping everywhere.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
It's like that, but on steroids.
Oh.
You pop over that one hill and then it's just like beep 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 constantly.
There it is.
I think that mission was only about 3 SA6 sites. This one, fuck knows.
Execute the external plugin.
We received message
Firecom Pro 2.5 and wait for it to return.
I'm impressed that all of those SAM sites didn't crash the server because Caps seems to be convinced that the radar blows the server up.
It's the AI aircraft.
It's mostly radar on AI aircraft to make things spack out.
Firecom's already running.
Aside from those Hawkeyes?
No.
Apparently there was a C-130 taxiing around as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was that Hercules taxiing around at Makeup. I have no idea what he was doing. He just sort of like parked in
I know what this is.
Yeah.
Not a bunker in like what I don't really call those. A dugout burn, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I put one in there for show.
Yeah, and why not? Because you don't know what's going to be.
I've already got Viacom running.
Yeah. And second, I don't know if you guys spawned in the naval fleet, but there's
that's the name of
and an S3 Viking.
Your wingman's in there, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I saw that. I took off the Makeup, but I know Seth or Intender took off the carrier.
Well, what was interesting is that's like the like Rex filling. We saw the bras and everything popping up, and I was sitting there thinking, I wonder if any of the guys in the Harriers or the F5s have noticed those.
Yeah, I saw the bras coming up, and I was like, it said they were quite far away from me, so I was like, okay, fine. Or were they referring to bulls?
By default, it's from the aircraft.
That's Viacom running in the background.
Quite far away from me, so I just ignored it, ran away.
Oh, so did anyone else have very bad lag on that server?
I had 1 or 2 instances where it went pretty much 0 frames per second.
That issue was Sonic Dust taking an 8 So the mission ran just fine. It's just a normal multiplayer.
Are you able to make it so it's so it has aircraft preloaded?
Yeah, I'm discussing it with someone else right now. I'm gonna put one of the flights ready.
Yeah, it's something like you put the aircraft in, but basically turn the AI off, so they're just sat there.
Yeah. Or you could just load them as static objects. That's what I did, and put them in a base like hundreds of miles away.
It's cooler when they're in the airfield, though.
The static objects I don't think register as proper aircraft.
Yeah. It's just a 3D external model, though.
It is.
That's all it needs to load.
And the cockpit as well, though.
Don't know.
The cockpit also has to load. The weapons even have to load.
Yeah, it's much safer just to.
But honestly, I can just take some AI aircraft, give them nice little patterns and such, and make them go around, make the place feel more lively, and it's gonna serve a purpose of not lagging everyone the fuck out.
I personally like just putting empty aircraft on the ramp, so it looks like the airfield has like a proper airfield, you know.
Like on that Vietnam mission where it's just fucking stacked with planes.
Plus, remember, it's with the AI radars, mess of things, so it's probably safer have them sat on the ground where they can't do any harm.
Did you just put them on late activation and then never let them turn on?
No, late activation doesn't spawn them. Uncontrolled is the one that spawns them.
If you put visible before start, it's gonna spawn them.
Gotcha.
Hey, Blood, did you see that picture I just sent you?
Wait.
What, the text?
No, there's a picture as well that I sent you after that.
Yes, I haven't looked through the tag view yet.
Wait, visible before start.
I haven't looked through tag view either. Hang on.
Aircraft for us.
Hang on.
Wow, you two, Blood and P-Man, you flew very close to a ZU-23 replacement.
Oh, ZU-23's can't hurt us.
It wasn't a ZU-23 that scared us, it was when we came through and literally, you get, if you haven't flown the Viggen, basically there's a compass circle around the outside of the radar, and outside of that circle, it's got blinking lights, then that's your RWR, that's all you get.
Yeah, I was reading about it today. I picked it up the other day.
Literally, as we popped down through the mountains, the whole fucking circle lit up.
Yeah, there are 5 lobes, 5 RWRs essentially, and each light is an RWR. And they were all lit.
That's going too far back.
Well, the flight in was lovely.
I would like to just fun little tidbit is there are 125 ZU-23s.
Download.
So far, I've only seen one shoot at you two whilst I'm watching you do your little lap.
Yeah, we got something out from is that an SA3 site or CSA13?
The data gave you a burst of ZU-23.
Yeah, there was a couple of missiles as we went down, as we emerged from the hill. There was a couple of missiles came out at us.
One chased you on the coast.
Yeah, and then there was a couple of man pads I think had a go at us as well, and then some ZSUs, and I think a couple of SA3s had a go at us. So we had a good number of missiles coming at us from various directions. I think it was one of the man pads. Literally, the missile came out in front of me, and I saw it in my cockpit go straight at Blood.
It's going to take a little while to download.
All you need.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it now. Here it goes straight past you. And then
we're going to watch it in a minute.
With the man pads, you can get there's 2 models. There's a guy like a comms guy or something. And then
you need to have both. One is the commander and the other is the shooter.
What did I say to get this thing going again? What was it?
Oh, okay, you need both.
Play audio.
And let me just have the commander.
I can't remember, you see. Already I can't remember.
I didn't realize we needed him.
Back views has shown us flying through a hill.
Play audio tracks?
Yeah,
I'm going to guess this is old Caucasus. Those hills aren't there anymore.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Wait, they changed the topography?
Shit.
Yeah, when they updated to 2.5, they changed the...
Playing audio
they
blocks.
increased the resolution of the mesh, and I believe TACView still uses the old version of the Caucasus.
Oh wow, you guys flew right over an SA3 and an SA6 retrofit going on.
That's how we do it.
Hey Coffee, if you wanted, I just been playing around with Mission Editor, if you wanted to make it so the GCI is realistic,
not gonna be long.
You have to set the F10 view options to my aircraft only, and then have the tactical commanders. So I don't know if Cap's gonna like that though, because it's gonna be hard for him to film and switch airplanes and stuff.
If someone has my IP, how much damage can they do?
Practical limitation, isn't it?
I mean, can you set F10 views to allies only, and then the others are like the standard, like tactical commander, C, radar, context, and all that?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a global setting.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, we flew basically right over Gadata. just to the north runway.
So you've done a very close pass on that SA6. You actually pretty much overflew one of the training camps, which is the first high-value target.
Yeah, it was quite cool actually.
We didn't spot it. So I wouldn't include that in, we know where it is now.
No,
no.
We didn't see it. To be fair, once we got down through the mountain, the RWR started going mental. At that point, it was just a case of let's get out of here alive and try and get some useful data back to the base so that we can make the next mission, so that we've got vague locations of where there are sites for us to strike.
However, Coffee, if you think there are some interesting high-value targets, and you have, say, hey, we have some intel that in this vicinity, so maybe it could be like 20, 30 miles or something, we have, I don't know, a training camp.
Yes.
Then we can send Vigids out to investigate, take photos, etc., etc.
Yes, that is the idea.
Oh, yep, I've just seen that missile go past. How did that miss?
That hasn't recorded anything.
I think you very slightly jinked.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Not by much, but I think you very... that's the one that I saw literally come past my cockpit, and I saw the smoke trail, like, hidden towards you.
Jesus.
What's Cap talking about in the chat? Cap's talking about someone getting his IP in the chat. Looks like a scam.
What?
In general chat, Cap's talking about how someone contacted him with his IP or something.
Oh, what's he done?
Oh, you stupid idiot, Cap. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Cap, what have you done? He clicked the link.
Why would you click on a link from somebody you don't know?
Fucking dickhead. Hello, like I'm sorry for sending you a private message, but I just want to inform you that someone copied your website and deleted your copyright in the script.
Check the address.
That's the homepage. I don't know if they had your permission, so I thought I'd tell you anyway.
Link itself is amskill.tv.
And he clicked the link.
Cap is not too tech savvy.
He isn't, no. Yes, spooky links is
what's he done? Jesus Christ.
You can't do that. No. That's not how the internet works, Cap. You can't just change your IP.
It's a really weird series of messages, though. Like, it seems like the person is really trying to tell them something. A really targeted scam, if it is.
It depends on what IP he's on. If he's on like the ADSL or BT fiber, then they give you a new IP every time you cycle your modem. If it's someone like Virgin, you have to phone them up and they'll change it.
The screenshot she's sending doesn't even look anything like the Reapers website, right? Talking about how like they stole the Reapers. What?
So why have I got no bloody TAC views from?
It's pretty much rule 1 though.
The 24th.
Does he even have a copyright?
25th.
Oh, you have copyright by inversion. You can have copyright on something without registering copyright. You register a trademark, but you can have copyright by sheer creation. You don't have to register it.
Yeah, but I mean, anyone can make Grim Reaper games websites without. Like,
oh, that's great. No tax.
Yeah, but if they use his logo or they use anything that he created, then
he didn't create anything. None of it's created.
No, but I don't know. And regardless, there's an argument for copyright and use anyway. But
I believe is it trademark? I think copyright is different to.
Bear in mind, my day job is copyright.
Okay, I'll believe you.
I work for a music company that deals with music licensing, so...
Oh, jeez.
In the UK, anything you create is your copyright immediately on creation.
It is indeed.
unless somebody else can prove prior art, I believe is the phrase.
No, no, it doesn't have to be that. You have to prove inspiration by prior art. You can't have coincidental copyright, isn't a thing. So if I made up a tune and then you made up the same tune, you'd have to prove that I'd heard you and therefore copy you.
I see. So it does allow for independent discovery.
Yes, because this is the whole thing that's going on in the US at the moment. Is will.i.am and someone else is suing another artist because they're saying that they listened to his music and therefore copied the melodies. And he's saying, actually, I came up with them on my own. I'd never heard your music before. So they've then got to prove that it was a derivative work, which is almost impossible.
Normal DCS World.
It's different. If you copy someone's logo, then you use that logo. That's blatant copyright theft.
I suppose it depends to some extent on the complexity of the thing.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, music has to be more than 1.5 seconds. If it's less than 1.5 seconds, you can't do copyright for it.
See.
Fair use, isn't it?
No, 1.5 seconds, it's deemed that that piece is not long enough to show a pattern of cohesion. So you could... It's too short. If you can use it for fair use for like news reporting, school reports, or public information, but you couldn't use it for any commercial purpose.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's not only is it you making money out of someone else's work, but it's if you are preventing somebody else from making money out of it. So if you release somebody else's track for free, that's still infringing copyright because you're preventing them from making money.
It's actually slightly yes and no. If you release someone else's track for free, that isn't the rule that'll have you on isn't prevention from making money. The rule they'll have you on is for copyright infringement. If you used, say, for example, supposing I took a photo of a sunset and then you copied part of that photo and then released it for free, that would be a derivative work that I could then sue you for.
I mean, I'm looking at the person's Discord. Doesn't it look like? I mean,
I would say semi-pro wildlife photography. Photographer. Anybody using my photographs has to pay me a royalty.
One person who copied the link saying, "Hey, someone else got this website," and then Capu clicked on that link.
But the thing is, the picture she's sending doesn't look anything like the GrimReapers webpage, right? Like from the picture. I don't see anything that resembles anything.
Cap should have gone to his website and checked it before he clicked on any link. That's the thing. He just clicked on the link there for some reason. I don't know. He didn't go to the GrimReapers website to check it.
No, I believe what the guy's saying is that somebody's copied the website, and that's the address that it's at.
Yeah. And the screenshots that they're sending is like totally different from what the website looks like in the first place.
Well, if it means anything, I'm trying to enter the website.
Someone copied your website and deleted your copyright.
That's the thing yeah, that's the bad thing. If anything, like load it up in Tor or something that has JavaScript disabled, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, it just made me download this exe file that I opened and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I've got all the pop-ups and all the search bars now.
Yeah, I think I've only ever had one virus in my lifetime. It was one of the early versions of, ransomware. It was like one of the really crude rubbish ones where it didn't encrypt your hard drive. All it did was it put essentially a web page right across your screen that you couldn't exit.
Was the 25th when we had?
And yeah, it basically said this computer has been seized by the Metropolitan Police and gave a long list of things that you might have done, and was even accessed your camera and showed you video footage of you, which is quite cunning.
25th.
And said, yeah, pay us this much money, or we were.
It was last Wednesday when the beta came out, wasn't it? Yeah. So I've had nothing since last Wednesday.
Yeah, it was very easy to get rid of. Just put it in safe mode, revert the computer by a couple of weeks, it was gone.
There was also a thing about being able to access your web camera remotely.
So that was the last thing we had.
back a few years ago.
Oh, I think that's horrendously easy to do.
Yeah, now it is, but it's not that relevant anymore. I remember then, like all the girls in my class had post-it notes on their laptops.
Absolutely
yeah, but
no
I think
data
trying to get
whatsoever.
access to a computer's camera is just like, yeah, it's not difficult.
Someone who wants to do it.
What's my IP address.com change IP? No.
Right, I will catch up with you, good peoples, tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, sometime this weekend.
I've taken up 2 SAM sites and they're rough coordinates. They're not necessarily accurate.
I can't even see unless someone posts the.
And one of them is obviously the one that you flew right over. And the second is CS300 that was marked on the map before.
Yeah, I'll try and find a way, or see if someone has already written a program to do this, of take a file and turn that into, a map with squares on it.
Yeah, because we got some pretty accurate, between the two of us, we actually got some pretty accurate data on probably about 4 sites. We just need to compile that data. We've got a couple of days anyway to try and figure out a good way of doing it so that we can get it over to you.
Yep.
I put together a very detailed map of the Caucasus if you want a copy of it.
P-Man, if we can work it out and we have a map, Coffee doesn't get to do anything.
No, it doesn't. We can brief it ourselves. So
that's kind of the idea. You also get to work as a dream off mission.
If you've got an A3 printer, I can send you a map of the Caucasus that you print out on 4 sheets and stick them together.
Well, I was hoping to make a program that would just put coordinates in.
I don't know if anything off the top of my head, but there's a point.
I have an idea of how to write it. You basically just need take picture of, Caucasus, tell it what the coordinates are of the corners, and then it can interpolate from that where all the coordinates are in between.
Shame you couldn't use DCS for that.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could. Unless,
I mean, there is a way, but you got to use the Moose framework or something similar and insert the units.
You've got to. Oh, it's the insert unit at coordinate, because if you do that, you put a couple of like tires in or something.
Yeah, there is in the Moose framework. I don't know enough about it to tell you exactly how to do it.
Yeah,
I watched a video that said make that.
So it turns out the reason that we're not continuing then is Cap's internet died because he clicked on a link.
Yeah, I mean it's just load one Lua script and initiate that one Lua script.
There's always Wednesday.
And then you slowly build up what you want that Lua script to be.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it, but we don't have time tonight.
Navigraph.
Alright, I will catch up with you good peoples later.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off as well.
Okie doke.
Bye.
I'm not long being off, I'll just reset the server. Can't sit here much longer. Can't get rid of that though. Exit all these things. So I've fixed me 3 position switches on my Harrier, which has got me chuffed to bits. I'm glad to have them back. I just bought 3D Mark Advanced with all the Wizzo bits off Steam cheaply. I already had 3D Mark, but I couldn't get it to load, so while it was only £10 or £11, I bought the whole bloody lot, including the VR Mark and everything. So that's good, that works. Okay, that's brilliant. That's Navigraph upgraded. What is Navigraph? Navigraph is I've already got that running. It's the other Navigraph I need. Where's the other Navigraph? There it is. Navigraph charts. Oh, come on. Yeah, go on then, download it, update it. I didn't realise there was an update to the charts version. How long is that going to take? Oh, seconds. That's good. Navigraph are aircraft, airport charts and things. So when you fly things like FSX, P3D, or X-Plane 11, which, pardon me, hiccups here. If your ISP has a long DHCP time, though, it won't. That's true. Yeah, powering off in your route and leaving it for 10 minutes usually does reset your IP, but not always. It sometimes renews it if it's got a 24-hour lease time. Navigraph charts. So. Here you go. And I can have this on my tablets and things and whatever. What the hell is that? So these are airport charts for all around the world. I can get an airport chart for anywhere in the world, and it's kept up to date, constant, and ready.
Would you like to restart the MX player so that the changes may take effect?
What changes? No?
Okay.
No. So at the minute we've got EGNT, which is Newcastle, which is there, to EGLC, which is London's Docklands, basically. Except that's not a very good route for it. So I download the charts for Newcastle. We'll show the airport. So these are like radar altitudes, noise abatements. So you have to fly in a certain direction in a certain way. So now all the way up here. Summer, winter, that sort of thing. This is the runway. How to fly in, fly out of, from which direction, all your angles for coming in. Runway 7, that's the non-directional beacon and the distance marker, distance measuring equipment for coming into Newcastle. That's runway 07. Runway 25 is the other way, coming over the sea. And this is how, as a child, because I was born in Newcastle but lived up here, as a child in the morning, the airplanes used to fly over us and come into Newcastle. Because I lived up here somewhere, actually. Actually about here, I think. But you could see the airplanes flying in the mornings. So... and then you've got parking and stands. This is when you see YouTubes of airliners and they have an iPad sat next to the pilot. This is what they've got up, this sort of data. This is the sort of thing they're looking at, is the charts for the destination where they're going to, with all the information of what flight levels they're going to be on, how they're actually going to... well, this is a takeoff chart. So you take off here and you head that way. What kinds of departures from different runways and which headings you're going out to, depending on which way you're going to, and which flight levels you have to climb to. And this is what Navigraph is. And I can just click on either reference, star, app, taxi, or SIDS. SIDS is your departures. Stars are your arrivals, except there's nothing there for stars, I don't know why. App is for approach, taxi is obviously for your taxiways on the airport. So from here I can see if they say taxi runway 25 via Charlie, I would go down there and I would come on to runway 25 and take off, or 07 Charlie, and take off that way. Or if they say access via Bravo, you go at that one. Alpha taxiway is that, and Delta taxiway is obviously up here. But they give you D7, D6, you know, they tell you which ways to go, so it's really, really cool. Saves you getting lost at the airport having this. And these are all the different parking stands at Newcastle. Current up-to-date data. Updated just 2 days ago, I think it was, for the whole of Navigraph. So there you go. Oh boy, there's nobody left in the room. They've all buggered off in one big go. Yeah. Oh well, let's get rid of that. Right, I'm off, guys. Unfortunately, there's no more for me tonight. I've been on and off this computer all day, and I'm aching, absolutely aching. So I'm going to call it a night here. I don't want to do that. Damn! Come on, get this right. Let's not cock this up in a big way. So we're off. Thanks for being here. Hope you had fun. I know it was a pretty short mission, but Wednesday should be a lot better. This is a campaign that they've started, so it should get more and more involved. Today we went down the coast, we sent in the Vigans. The Vigans have picked up a load of data through their pods, their intelligence pods. They've gathered a load of data of where things are, so the map's been saved. What we've hit has been taken out of the map for use the next time. It would be much better if we could do this as like dynamic caucuses and actually save this to a database. It would be a damn sight easier to do than have to take things out of the map and remember who hit what where. But I don't know how dynamic caucuses works other than the fact that he uses a database to place his objects down. In fact, Inferno has started to use files that he keeps on a Dropbox so that people can't just copy the Inferno map. So you can copy the basics of the map, but you can't get the triggers. You know, the triggered aircraft and stuff. You can't get those triggers because he keeps them on a Dropbox, and they're loaded up as the program goes through the day. So that's the way they're going now. These map makers, map builders, are using Mist and Moose more and more often so that people can't copy their work and set up their own servers. Because all you've got to do at the minute is to join on a server, get in an aircraft, come out, and you have the mission on your computer basically. And you can go and run it somewhere else and be in competition with the person who actually made the mission, which is a bad thing. It's not a very nice thing to do, but there's nothing to stop you because anything that you do on DCS is open source and free for anybody to use. So the only way to do it is to have a database and a Dropbox and do your stuff from there. But the good thing about the Open Caucasus map is when the server reboots, it remembers where everything is, so when it comes back up on that campaign, everything's where it left when the server rebooted to clear all the memory and the caches out. So dead cool. Anyway, I'm going. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Like I say, thanks for the follows. That was great. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow. The guys are playing Armour tomorrow, so I'm not sure. I'll have to see what Armour they're playing before I don't want to join in. So we might be playing Armour, or we might be flying DCS. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how many people, because not everybody here plays Armour. So there might be some guys wanting to fly. So I don't know whether we'll be on the server. And then Wednesday, hopefully, up till now anyway, there is a hotfix planned for Wednesday. Hopefully it sorts the servers out. Ah, there's a point. For some reason as well tonight, Voice Meter Banana decided to reset itself back to defaults. So there's my voice just changed a little bit there. Yes, I might have sounded a little bit different tonight. Interesting. Alright, that's me done. I'm off. I'm going. I'm definitely going. I'm going. I'll be here and I'll talk all night. And you lot will just sit here and watch me. And instead of going to watch somebody else, or do something else, or play some of your own games, and have some fun, and things that you should be doing. Homework as well, Toby. Get your homework done. Stop watching me. Right, oh yeah, one last thing. I have to plug this. One last thing before I go. Toby has persuaded Cap, or well, it didn't take much persuading. Cap thought it was a good idea to have the Junior Reapers. So anybody that's under the age of 16 that can't get in the Grim Reapers can now join the Junior Reapers, and we've started a Junior Reaper club, and at the minute Toby's in charge of that. So there'll be a lot of information coming up in the next few weeks regarding the Junior Reapers, so get in there quick if you're under 16 and you want to do this sort of thing. It's going to be a Junior Reapers just for you guys until such time as you can apply to join the Grim Reapers, you know, as the adult sort of section. But it's going to be every bit as good, as long as you don't shoot everybody down, each other down. You can still come on the training server. We don't stop you coming on the training server. We just ask that you be mature when you're on there. So yeah, Junior Reapers, keep an eye out for that. I think that's going to be quite a big thing actually, because there's a lot of younger people out there are playing DCS, and when they find out they can't join the Reapers, they go, oh, that's not fair. So yeah, Junior Reapers, watch out for that. And I'm off. I'm going. Good night, everybody. Have fun. Play some good games out there. Let me know what you're playing, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Good night. Cheers, guys. Bye.